ADA Cleveland is a group of 19 partnering organizations who came together for the purpose of celebrating one of the most far-reaching and important pieces of legislation of our time.
It's interesting today because what we're talking about is really a celebration. And it's a celebration of something that took many, many people and the stories of many people's lives to help make happen.
You know, when I look back, it was such a struggle because we had not yet acquired our equality.
I am part of the first generation of people who do not know a day of their conscious life without the ADA.
I was reminded of the difficulties that we had to even navigate in our own communities. There were few curb cuts, no mainline transportation, and far and few employment opportunities. The thought of being an artist was generally the furthest thing from the minds of those with disabilities.
I can only appreciate from afar the struggles of those who went before me and paved the way to make the bill become law.
And in that incredible legacy moment of the Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990, something incredible was born that had something more to do than just telling people what they could and couldn't do.
Well, it's certainly a beautiful day, and I know a lot of people have been working for a year to make this day happen. But as we celebrate, I also want to encourage us to rededicate ourselves to do the kind of work that the people who worked so hard to create the ADA did, so that we give a gift to the next generation as well.
It is wonderful that we are having this celebration today, but the real question is what will happen after today. There is still much work that needs to be done.
One person suffering. Inequality is one too many.
Do not let adversity define you. If you look up synonyms for the word disabled, you'd be pretty surprised at what you might find. I'll tell you a few of them. Cursed, deadened, decrepit, inadequate, screwed up, weakened. I don't know about you, but those are very ugly words to me. And certainly not words I would use to define myself, nor are they words, or should they be words, used to define any of you. I may have a disability, but I am not disabled. I still have a lot to offer society. While we cannot control what happens to us, we sure can control how we choose to respond to what happens. I know, just like many of you, that I can still achieve a lot. I just might need to do it from a chair for the time being. But all of us are amazing and unique individuals with so much to offer. We are not defined by our disability. Last time I checked, it was called the Americans with Disabilities Act, not the Disabled Americans Act.
As I look back over the 25 years since the legislation was enacted, I realize I have only scratched the surface of what I can do to be an advocate of the ADA.
We need to continue to support and advocate for persons to live complete lives in complete communities, persons with disabilities, with persons without, in communities where we are working together.
So as you leave here today, I'd ask you to remember these three things. It starts with the right attitude. Inch by inch, it's a cinch. Yard by yard, it's awfully hard. And you are not defined by your adversity.
We need you. We need you to keep the pressure up. We need you to keep your finger on the pulse. We need you to keep advocating so that the system will no longer take people for granted and believe that it's gone far enough. There's always more to be done.
Please continue to go out, continue to live your life. Work hard towards equal accessibility. Lobby the right individuals. And help make this country that's great even greater. God bless you, and thank you.